How you doing, everyone? Hey, welcome back to another red-hot covered call car session video. Yes, I'm on the road, and I want to talk covered calls. Hey, look, thanks for coming to my channel. If you've never been here, you're in for a treat. I talk covered calls. Why? I have success. I've done swing trading for years. Won some, lost many. Love the covered call strategy because I win. And that's what it's all about. Having the confidence to make trade after trade. Hey, look, thanks for coming to my channel. I want you to hit that subscribe button. Please like the video and share the video. Let others know we're out here just trying to help. Okay, let's get into it. We are going to talk about, I've been asked a lot of questions about picking my stocks for covered call writing, okay? All the time. Hey, how's your stock selection? What's your criteria? A lot of times it's presented as this super scientific deal. The reality is, and I really hate to disappoint you, this is not rocket science, okay? The reality is, you're going to learn the process. You're going to get your financial education. You're going to do one or two covered calls. And quite frankly, you're going to be a little nervous about doing it. But then as you get that experience, it starts to flow like water. And as you find yourself in different situations, you learn about it. And then you find that it's not so scientific and it's not as complicated. And that's how it happened for me. I found myself nervous, scared, right? Didn't want to lose my shares, didn't want to screw up. Well, the reality is once you start to get your experience, it starts to flow for you. And you then start to feel comfortable. And when you feel comfortable, you're going to pick the stocks that work for you. That's why I love picking the S&P 500 type companies. Why? Because at the end of the day, hey, look, I can tell my wife, I always use this as a barometer. If a stock tanks, and I'm holding it as a part of our investment strategy, it tanks, right? I can at least tell my wife that we invest in strong S&P type companies, all the companies you know and trust, right? At the end of the day, it sucks that we lost money. Yes, I get it. But at least I feel comfortable with them because remember, when we own stocks, we have to live with them. And when we're writing covered calls, we have to live with those stocks. So that's why I love picking the great S&P type companies. But again, it's all about a comfort level. So again, this goes back to, it just isn't rocket science. And this is where I'm going to disappoint some of you because some of you really want me to lay out this scientific, formula and strategy of picking great, covered call type companies. It's just not that hard. So what you do is you're going to have your rules in place. You're going to pick your stocks by having rules in place. I want great S&P type companies. I want volume. I want open interest, right? I'd love dividends. I'd love to have multiple option expiration dates, right? And I love a little bit of volatility. Love volatility so I can get some nice premiums. Because remember, I'm risking my shares, so I need to get paid, right? Nobody else is risking their shares. I am. So I'm going to get the price I want for the time that I want. I'm dictating the terms. So look, I'm going to finish this video up. Again, you're going to hear people on, YouTube, really at the end of the day, they're covering their behind. They don't want to be that guy that says, oh, you do this, it's willy-nilly. And then, they just put themselves out there by maybe suggesting that people don't do their due diligence. It's easy. Well, I'm telling you it's not rocket science because we have done our due diligence. We have our rules in place, right? And we have made the decision, the best decision we can make based on the information and rules that we have in place. And then it all comes down to comfort. So for me, let me finish this up. For me, it's not rocket science. I don't need a list of 10 and 12 and 15 items to bounce a stock off to determine whether I'm going to write a covered call on it, okay? I use Win as an example. I am comfortable with Win. I know the risk reward with Win. So I have no problem buying Win. I don't need to look at the technicals day in and day out before I make a decision on Win, okay? I'm going to make the decision. I buy it. I have the expiration and the premium I want. I make the decision and I do it, okay? So do not sit there and just dwell on the fact that maybe you're not ready. I'm going to suggest you do your homework, you do your due diligence, you have your rules in place, but boy, get that experience. Again, it's not rocket science, but it is a comfort level. It is a comfort level. So anyway, with that said, it is a covered call car session video. So it's just me telling my story, and I hope you were able to pull something out of that maybe motivates you, encourages you, inspires you to go out, get your financial education, and get your experience. And I do wish you all the best of luck. Hey, until next time, I hope all your covered calls are profitable.
All I see is signs, all I see is dollar signs. Oh, money on my mind, money on my mind.